Hello everyone, welcome back to Professor Layton in the Diabolical Box. Last time we made our way to the end of the train. We're looking for Tom, the missing child, who is definitely not related to Flora, who was just on the train too. We made our way to the end of the train, we talked to everyone, so I guess from here we just kind of make our way back. Not that we really have anywhere else to go. You're relevant, so... I mean, this is the only way we can make progress, I think, right? Like I said, it's a linear environment. You got anything new for us? Babbitt? Nope, you're snorking up a storm. Still. Whoops. Alright, I mean... Listen, you can snork if you want to. It's no business of mine. Oh, there's Clive, whatever his name is. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen a little boy wandering around with only one shoe? Chester. No, I don't believe so. Come to think of it, the couple who were just here were talking about a child. Interesting. Do you have any idea where we might find this couple now, my good man? I believe they're staying in the 4th car, sir. May I recommend paying them a visit? A wonderful suggestion. Thank you for your assistance. No puzzle? Come along now, Luke. Let's go drop in on the couple in the 4th car. Couple, and Luke decided to search for the couple. To search for the couple who saw Tom? I mean, that's not what he said, but sure. Also, that's the direction we were heading anyways. I guess that's just an event flag to put them in their car? Okay, you're just a random old couple. I don't know who you are. Capone. Whoa there, young fella. You're in the wrong room. My wife and I are staying here. Dreadfully sorry to intrude, sir, but we are searching for a lost little one. Did you happen to see or hear anything pertaining to this? Oh, sweetie. I think they might be talking with that darling cutie pie who just passed by, remember? So it's very careful to choose their wording here, so Layton didn't say, child. Which not to spoil things. Oh, yes, he was a cute one, he was. Small and very clever looking, I'd say. So you did see Tom, then. He's been missing a while now. Yeah, I didn't know whether he was a girl or a boy, truth be told. Tom's a right nice name, though. Oh, pish-posh, dear. I'd bet my best mall walkers it was a girl who passed by our room. Yes, now that you mention it, I have a feeling that the scamp might be a girl. Kind of forgot his voice there. But until you stick a ribbon on his head, who can really tell, eh? I appreciate their views of gender. This is how we should all be. Now I'm all turned around. I don't have the faintest idea who we're talking about anymore. What? I hate to say it, but it looks like this hot lead just turned cold, Professor. On the contrary, Luke, you may have just stumbled onto some extremely valuable information. What do you mean, Professor? You'll see. First, let's return to the scene of Tom's disappearance. The professor and Luke decide to return to the site of Tom's disappearance. So yeah, the fact that they couldn't tell the gender of the child, I guess is supposed to imply that it's supposed to tip you off to that it's not human? Ah, Inspector. Tell me, are you getting closer to uncovering the whereabouts of the missing child? So you two are still flipping over furniture to find that tyke, Do you mean to say that the child has been found? No, not at all. What I'm saying is the child is no longer on this train. I asked everyone aboard, but no one gave me an answer that suggested they'd seen the lad. This led me to the conclusion that the poor child either got off earlier or fell from the train. Fell off. Fell off L plus ratio. Is that even a relevant joke anymore? I don't think so. Yes, it's entirely plausible given the way children love to run amok. You combine that with their oversized heads, you've got yourself a recipe for disaster. I'll contact the railway police at the next station, so feel free to give up on your search. Just a moment, Inspector. The windows on this train are mounted high, and every exit is manned. Given this situation, don't you think it's unlikely a child could have made it off this train unnoticed? Alright, I'll humor you. So tell me, Layton, where do you think this elusive ankle biter got off to? That I can't say, but something tells me we've made a rather large misassumption here. Oi, there's just no reasoning with you. Fine, keep playing detective. Nothing will come of it, I tell you. I know I started giving him a British accent, especially given that everyone here is British, but one of the few downsides of the game is this our car? No, that's... I have the memory of a goldfish. That's the old couple we just talked to. We're gonna encounter Flora at one end, right? Isn't it? Yep, well, there she is. She's hiding because she doesn't... She snuck on to follow us and doesn't want us to know, I think is what's happening. What's on your mind, my boy? You look distracted. It's hard to put my finger on why, but I feel like someone's been watching us for a while. You too, then? I've been feeling that same sensation myself. Do you think that someone might be tailing us? It's certainly possible. Keep an eye out for anything unusual. I see something unusual. Huh? This looks like one of Tom's shoes, doesn't it, Professor? And if I remember correctly, it's the same foot as the other one, right? Is that going to be the joke? It certainly does. The strange thing is that it's for the same foot as the shoe we found earlier. I didn't remember that in and of itself. I remember what the twist is here. Obviously, I've been alluding to it the whole time. And that's the most logical way for them to like add in that information about what it's going to be. So it is. Aha. So then, Tom must be... Oh ho ho ho! Don't know why you're Santa Claus all of a sudden. Look, I do believe we both made a faulty assumption. What exactly do you mean? Recall for a moment the events as they have unfolded thus far. Let's see. You found a tiny shoe on the floor. That's right, a shoe small enough for a baby. Then there was a cap we found in the kitchen. But it was locked in such a tiny corner, I don't know how Tom could have wormed his way back there. Correct. In order to get back there, Tom would have to be no more than half your size. Now that you mention it, I don't think I've seen any boys younger than myself on the train. That was my impression as well, which is why I began to consider a different line of thought. Oh, I just got something too. So we know Tom is a boy because of what Babette said. So then, but the old couple were talking about a girl? I think they were talking about Flora? I don't know how I didn't put that together during that conversation, but it's fine. Luke, what if you and I have already seen Tom about and didn't know it? You see, all the while we've been searching for Tom, we've assumed that he's a small boy. I mean, I know like they were talking about Flora, I should say, at the end, like how it was clear that they were talking about someone else at the end of the conversation, but that's where the gender thing came from. Don't worry, never mind, it's not relevant. But what if that assumption proves false? What if we've been wrong from the start? I think I see what you're getting at, Professor. The second shoe was in the same in every way as the first shoe, including what foot it was for. If that strange pair of shoes means what I think it does, then Tom must have two left feet, in a way that, like in a literal sense. Puzzle 15, who's Tom really 30 picker ants? Wow, there's a, that's a real good one. There's a dog split up into 4 pieces. I wonder what Tom is. Alright, and of course this is like this, so now I get to fast forward and solve this on my own. And over the course of 1,000,000 years. Wow, really makes you think, huh?
This works.
This is...
Piece of cake.
I don't really care for this puzzle. I also forgot to read the text on the side. It's fine. I'm sure everyone can read here. Good work. Great. Yeah, I don't like how the logic was done through a puzzle that not directly tied to the logic, but sure. Tom is a dog. Did you recall the girl we saw holding a small dog? I suspect that small dog was our friend Tom. If we track down that girl, we'll find Tom. I mean, this train is also, like I said multiple times, in a straight line, so it's not like it'll be hard to find her. The professor and Layton decided to search for a young woman holding a little dog. Okay, so this is us. That's good. You can't go forward anymore, right? I know you're itching to see what's behind that door, but you can't go backstage without a pass. What if we took a really quick peek? No can do, little guy. You need a ticket to do that. I'll tell you what. Your pal Sammy Thunder has a puzzle that'll take your mind off that door. Check it. 19, the train ride, 20 picker hats. An unknown number of people riding into a train. Riding a train, what's wrong with me? At the first station the train pulls into, 1/6 of the people on board get off. The next station, 1/5 of the remaining passengers get off. This continues so that the next stations a quarter get off and a third and a half. Then at the final station, all passengers remaining on the train exit as well. Assuming no one got on the train during the ride, what's the fewest people that could have been riding the train when it set out? Well, I mean, so 1 times 1, so this is going to be half the people getting off, so that's going to be 2. Then it's going to be, we're having 2/3. This also needs to be, I'm an idiot. It's going up by 1 every time. So the 6 people get off, minus the 6, that's minus 1 person, then it's 5, a 5th is 1 person, and so on and so forth. It's 6.
Just leave it to me.
Easy.
Piece of cake.
Good work. If you assume the train started out with 6 passengers, and only 1 person would have to get off at each station. This puzzle can be really tough if you don't remember to reduce the number of people remaining on the train at each station along the way. And that's how that one goes. Well, show's over now, so move it, will ya? If the folks in there find out other passengers are hanging around outside their door, I'm gonna get an earful. Alright, well. Once again, it's just walking the length of the train again. Well, I mean, we're going into any side rooms as well on each step, but I'm assuming this is all you have to do. Maybe you talk to Chelmy, or there are some people to talk to. Who's Mole Man there? I always forget what's in each car. But you're blocking the way to the door, right? And if you're gonna give us a puzzle? Grousely. Hey, lucky here. You guys have solved at least 12 puzzles. It's a puzzle count check here. I applaud you. Heartily. Can't see how I could dislike a couple of candy go-getters like yourselves. Let's be pals, eh? Solve 21. What's he talking about? Nope, that's not the answer. Ooh, this one's gonna weigh heavily on my mind, I tell ya. And what's with you two? What can I do you for? Okay, that was just... It's how they programmed it. I understand. I don't know how to... I'm not gonna try to figure out how to put it into words, so I get what happened there. Like, they have a success dialogue if you do have enough puzzles, and failure if you don't. And yeah. We're looking for a young lady with a small dog. Have you seen anyone fitting that description? Yeah, I never see someone like that pass by, except for the back of the train, I think. Thank you very much. We'll just be on our way. Now hold right there, top hats. I see how it is. Get old Grousley to answer your questions and scoot off without a word. I told you wouldn't. You wanted to know, so I figured you should at least lend a fella a hand. I'm sorry, sir. Didn't realize you needed our help. How may we be of service? There's this puzzle. It's been on my mind for ages now. Maybe you'll have better luck with it. Want to try? I'd love to. 12 clouds in the sky, 30 picker rats. Oh, this feels like it's going to be a messed up one, but... A man sitting next to you on the train shows you a picture he's drawn. Let's say this picture has a total area of 10. Can you figure out how much of it is made up of clouds compared to the area that's made up of sky? Don't think you need to guess your answer. There's a definite method you can use to work this out. How much of the area is sky versus clouds? Okay, I actually don't know what to do for this one offhand. I gotta think about this. I mean, one thing I noticed right away, they put this, they have it lined up specifically here so you have a grid. I would think, oh, okay, I see it. Because I was thinking like, oh, you look for negatives. That is what you do. Like, these two are negatives of each other. So in total, they're going to contribute 1 blue and 1 white. These two are negatives of each other. And this section is a negative of this section. So there's 8 total, so those contribute 4 blue and 4 white, and then we have 2 more blue. So 6 sky, 4 clouds. That took me a solid minute here.
This should do the trick.
Yeah, that was a good one. That caught me off guard.
Ah, wonderful.
Nice job. The key is to use the stud surrounding the pictures divided up. Yeah, that was maybe a little too obvious of a hint, but I get it. Once you should do that, it should be clear that B and F, C and I, D and G, and E and H are all simply pairs of the same drawings with colors reversed. That means in these 8 areas, there are 4 areas of sky and 4 areas of clouds. The remaining 2 squares A and J are solid blues, and in the end there are 6 squares of sky and 4 squares of clouds. Perfect. So that's how you do it. You got quite a head on your shoulders, don't you? Now, so that girl you were asking about, she's probably on that observation deck behind me. I'd love to go there. Oh, and we got that to deal with too. The Professor and Luke decided to talk to the girl on the observation deck. I feel like these interstitials are maybe a little too aggressive for my taste, but it's fine. Let's go talk to the girl, whoever she might be. Talk to the mystery girl. Hello, mystery girl. Oh, it's a cutscene. Nice.
Excuse me.
Whoa! Hey, it's you!
It's
yes,
you?
I had the sneaking suspicion that it was you who was tailing us.
I couldn't trust by name.
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry. It's just... Well, you see, I just didn't want to be all alone again.
That's sad, actually.
Professor?
What lies ahead could be dangerous.
Huh?
You brought Luke.
That's why you'll have to be extra careful. All right?
Yep.
That's nice. Layton's good father figure. I know later games kind of would hint against that, but we'll get into that when we get into that. Oh, he's the dog we saw earlier. Quick, grab him. Yep. Well, I'll be. Tom wasn't a boy at all. Ho ho, right you are, Luke. Now let's get him back to his owner. I suppose I'll just be going now. Don't be ridiculous. Come along now. Flora is now traveling with you. Top screen shows who's walking with you. I was gonna say, like, do we get to see that? We do indeed. The Professor, Luke, and Flora decide to bring Tom back to his owner, the vet. Alright, and that's a nice way to end things off. Oh, and Tom even gets his own sprite where he's this hideous little... Oh, I kind of misread the sprite. I thought it was just how, I thought he just had, like, a disgusting mouth there. That's his nose, though. That's fine. We'll do this in the camera. It's kind of too early to really, do much of anything here, but I like having things in the camera just to pretend I'm doing something useful. And yeah, we'll call it there. We got a nice little chunk of progress here. We found Flora, we found Tom, so that's exciting. And yeah, next time hopefully this little subplot will be over, and then I think we're stopping in that town. I forget what it's called. It's the one along the way that like one girl was like disappointed about us having to stop in. And I think we get out there and we just like wander around for a little bit to pass the time, which proves to be kind of a mistake, but that's all stuff we will get into later. For now, we will end it here, and as always, thank you for watching.